the first thing you got to do is understand that we have an incredibly passionate fan base, and it's y'all have heard me say it. You can't have it both ways. You can't say, come and scream 102,000, all these people at the Vol Walk, and not have an expectation of performance and results. All right, that's how it is. But I think what I tell the players is, number one, you can't read it or listen to it. All right, that's number one. But more than anything, that you have to define who you are, not somebody else. And it's a life lesson. You know, you can't let somebody else define who you are. And the best way to define who you are is when you make a mistake or you don't play well, you don't dwell on it, you don't make an excuse, you don't try to defend it, you just refocus on the next mission. And be proud of what you put into it every day. And when you do that, you feel good about yourself as a man, you feel good about yourself as a player, and you go do the best you can. And right now, we hadn't done the best we can. That's what we ought to be concerned about.
You talked about telling your players don't read it, don't listen to some of that chatter. Is it more difficult because a lot of them are on Twitter and
yeah,
a lot of interaction? So
yeah. I mean, to tell an 18-year-old not to read that stuff, I mean, I tell my 13-year-old, and he reads it, so he doesn't listen to me either. And so then you got to get Plan B, which is you can't let them define who you are. And then I say every time you get something bad in you, counter it with something positive. At least counter it. Because you just go down that spiral of negativity, it's not going to help you play better. So if it doesn't help them play better and it doesn't help them graduate, they really got no reason to do it.
Do you talk to your players about tweeting? I don't know if you saw Tyler Bray.
Yeah, of course I do. Talk to Tyler about it. Tyler, he shouldn't have done it, and he knows it. And then of course, he's frustrated, like a lot of these guys. And then they type. I mean, it's the classic impulse control. Type when you're angry, lonely, tired, hurt. Don't type. I mean, don't type, because now you can't pull it back. And we got,
That put us out of business.
yeah, that's right. That's the only time y'all do type. But y'all get paid to do that. But, no, and, it could have been a good tweet if he would have left out the first part. It had a little humor to it, I thought. And I told him that. I said, if you'd have just said, I hope my house isn't egged tonight, could have been kind of funny. But why do you got to go, say something you don't believe and you're going to look back on and regret? Because it's not true.